All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Slouchy here.
Jodi there.
What's that
Apparently
word?
sit up
Supposed to
straight
say
here.
posture here.
Posture.
Yes.
He told me to slouch a little bit because I was sitting like this.
Slouch
And he
a little
said
bit.
slouch, and I was like, okay.
We want the level right here. We are excited to check out another Micky Flanagan. Her more than I, but I'm still super excited. Which one are we checking out today?
A brain surgeon couldn't do my job, which is hilarious because after we watched that
Yeah.
Mitchell and Webb,
Yeah.
I am a brain surgeon.
You know, it's true though. I hear so many people say, "Oh, you're a teacher. I could never do that job," and you probably couldn't. It's not an easy job, but my job is not the only difficult. Our job, not the only difficult job out there. But we all have, unless you're like starting off, you're working at Taco Bell or McDonald's or some nonsense. The career you choose, and hopefully you choose it, you're not just forced into it. Not everyone can do that job for many different reasons, but a brain surgeon, I definitely couldn't do that job for many reasons. Comedian, not a chance. So I'm excited to hear what he has to say about this. Please, if you like this, don't forget to
like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next upload video. I was thinking when you said you could never do a comedian, but then I decided not to say it. But now I'm going to say it. I was thinking, yeah, you could just go up there and show everybody your face.
Oh my, that'd be a very short set.
But they would laugh. Ha, ha, ha.
I've used that joke many times. It is a good one, but I've used it many times. I'm not offended. Here we go.
Right, the last thing I'll say about the success, which has been brilliant, is this. It changes the way people talk to you. I've had this conversation 1,000 times over the last couple of years. I'll be talking to someone normally at a party or a gathering or something, and they'll go, Mick, can I tell you something? And I'll go, no, if you want. They go, I could never do your job in a million years. Do you know that? I could never do your job. I never know what to say to them. Yeah, well, you are a bit boring, ain't you? I'm only talking to you because there's a lovely fruit draft coming through the kitchen. People with proper jobs say this to me. The teachers and the social workers, the people holding this mess together, they say it to me. A man said it to me the other day. I was talking to him and suddenly he stopped me and said, Mick, can I tell you something? And I said, yes. Because I always answer people where they talk to me, right? I'm like a social chameleon. Yeah. I said, yes. He said, I could never do your job in a million years. I could never do your job in a million years. I said, well, what do you do, mate? He said, I'm a brain surgeon. I said, hold up. Let me go and have a little drop of Stella Artois. Create a little bit of work for your son. A little drop of do as you're told. What a ridiculous thing that. The minute you have a drop of that, people look at you a bit suspicious, don't they? Oh, you go in the office, buy 4 cans of Stella, and the woman's like, you might want to take this leaflet, sir. So I said to him, what do you do, mate? Tell me about your job. He said, oh, well, you know, I get this all the time. It's not that complicated. He said, we get one up from the ward, we take the top of the head off, we have a little look about, we do what we can, we put the top back on, and we put some pins around the edge, which I thought was handy. All the time he was telling me, all I kept thinking was, yeah, but where'd you put the top? I'd be terrified of losing the top, wouldn't you? Sandra, don't throw the top away, babe. It's got to go back on. I know what you like with your clearing up. Because I've messed up in work. I've lost a lot of stuff in work. Buckets, ladders, vans. I lost a van once. I did a little spliff on the way back. Someone was like, where'd I put that van? I'll phone the police. They ain't got enough on at the moment. And I've messed up in work big time. I've put my foot through ceilings worth thousands of pounds. But you do what you do in that situation. You fuck off home, don't you? You come back in the next day.
Never happened.
Who's done that up there? Not said nothing. But losing the top of someone's head? How are you going to talk your way out of that one with the family as they come in? Hello there. Yes, he's doing very well. Why is he wearing a bobber hat? No easy way to tell you this. We lost the top of his head. Sandra's in bits. She'd put her house keys in it. She's been knocked out for 48 hours. Were you out or were you out?
Oh, I
Oh
love
my gosh,
that
it
so
makes me want to
much.
throw up. Oh,
Oh, stop.
no, I'm
You didn't
serious.
even give me
But
details.
imagine, like, the top of your head, like, the keys.
I was just watching Saw 3. We stop. Saw 3 with the kids, the older kids. They've been really into horror films. And in that one, they have to do a procedure because the main bad guy, he's got cancer. He's got a tumor in his head or something like that. And so they kidnap this doctor, and so she has to like relieve pressure because the brain's pushing against the skull. It's been expanding, and it's causing a lot of pain. And so they literally and they do a really, it's a film, obviously. They do a really good job with the visual effects. Cut off the scalp, and then like the bone, and then like the brain sitting there or whatever. And he's just like talking, like you have to be awake for it.
Mm-mm.
The dude's just talking. But like I was thinking about this because he's had these huge migraine, like pounding type, almost like head seizures, if you will, because the brain has just got nowhere to go. And so I was thinking, like, what would be more painful? That kind of headache or the 2 minutes of them drilling and cutting?
Oh my gosh.
Because then the relief. And I've seen this in documentaries or something like this, or people talking about it. Like the relief of when that happens is like, ah. But you got a hole in your head.
I'm good. I'm good.
I think it's crazy. It's crazy the things that I say I'm not a doctor, but society, these doctors, the medical field has come up with. Like, you know what I think we should do?
Pretty amazing.
I think we should cut off the top of the head. Okay, that's kind of drastic. What about the bone? Yeah, let's cut the bone too and have the brains. But here's the kicker. The guy's got to be awake for the whole thing. And you were able to pass that off by a panel of doctors? Like, sounds good to me.
I mean, I'm sure to make sure. I just don't want to think about it anymore. If you like this
No.
video,
What did you think about the comedy? What did you think about Mr. Micky Flanagan?
I
want to hear what you have to say.
That as this guy's describing his job, all he's thinking about is putting one of you two at the top of his head. That just shows that he's a comedian. That just shows that he could care less about the steps. He's more worried of like, not just like the rest of us just imagine a medical tray there and you just put it on the medical tray. But of course, I'm like, how do you make sure like there's no infections and like what's in the top? Oh, I can't think of like the pink
Sandra,
tissue
no.
stuff.
Sandra, don't throw that out now. I know how you want with your cleaning. No. Bring it back. Like seriously, do they just like put it on like the tray?
No,
like,
I don't
with
want to
the
think about it
little
anymore.
teeny tiny paper cloth?
I don't want to think about it.
Hold on. Then think about it as a hat. You're like, you are really going to rev up these comments this time. Or do they have like one of those like styrofoam heads, you know, like artists?
No, that would be so infectious. No, let's move on.
A sterile one. If you like this, please don't forget to like and subscribe. She's out of control. And until next time.
Goodbye.